Hi everyone, it's me again. I'm actually right down the road from where my aunt lives, and I'm about to go meet my grandma. We're having like a little breakfast deal with coffee and maybe some muffins, and I'm bringing orange juice. So I stopped at Target on the way here, and I'm like, oh, I want to get my grandma something. And so I saw these tulips. I actually found a vase first. It's so cute. It's like a pitcher and it's pink, and I was gonna get pink tulips, but the white ones looked so much nicer, these ones, in the vase, which I'm not gonna show you because I wrapped it all up. But and then I was like, oh, I better look up what white tulips mean, because I know sometimes white flowers can mean death, and well, they can also be used in weddings and stuff. So wow, I looked up white tulips, and it said they are a symbol of worthiness and can also be a symbol of forgiveness. And I'm not gonna cry because I want my makeup to be nice for my family, but I know I just think this whole life situation is calling for a lot of forgiveness and just a lot of dependence on God, and just remembering his sacrifice. And tomorrow is Easter, and I mean, how can all of this be a coincidence? I got white flowers, you guys. White tulips, I mean. And that's exactly what they mean. How amazing. Anyway, I will give you guys an update on how this all goes, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks, you guys. Bye. Hi everyone, it's me again. I just met my grandma, and my dad was there, and I met my cousin. That was awesome. My grandma is the cutest, sweetest old lady. You guys, this is like the grandma that they write about in fairy tales. She's so wonderful. So the meeting went really well, and my cousin is awesome. She's about to get married, so she's so cute. And people are like, oh, they look like cousins. And she's a lot younger than me, so I'm like, yay. That was very sweet of them to say. But wow, they're a very loving, accepting family, and I'm probably gonna say or do something to wreck it all. I hope not, but wow, it just feels too good to be true in a way. Wow, and my aunt put together a beautiful breakfast for everybody, or brunch, and everybody kind of contributed, so that was really cool. And it's neat. It's like a whole new family. And then there would be parts of the conversation that were just like conversations that my family have, my other side of the family has, and it was really neat. I know I say that a lot. It was neat. They're neat. That's the best way I can describe it. I did get to show my grandma and my dad some pictures, because I hadn't done that before. So I made a little photo album for my dad, and it just had pictures of my life. It felt kind of narcissistic to make, and when I was doing it, but at the same time, I just I don't know, I thought maybe he would enjoy having that, or the family would like to look at the pictures, or kind of piece things together. So that was received very well. And I also ended up getting some flowers on my way there. I just stopped at Target really quick, and I was gonna get some pink tulips for my grandmother, my new grandma, and I ended up finding this really cute vase, but the pink tulips didn't really look that nice in it, so I grabbed the white ones because they looked way better. And then I thought, oh, I better look up the meaning of white tulips, because white flowers can be used in funerals. I mean, they can also be used in weddings, but I just didn't know. And the white tulips, actually, I looked it up just before I got there, and they symbolize worthiness and can symbolize forgiveness. How crazy is that? I think I could hold a bitter heart, but I don't, and I'm choosing the path of forgiveness. And I mean, it's not like every time I see them they say they're sorry or anything like that, but at the same time I know in my heart that I need to forgive the fact that my dad wasn't in my life when I was young. And I know that I need to forgive the fact that maybe my grandmother knew about me, you know, because it was a different time. And there were so many other factors going on. My mom was not well, and maybe not the most trustworthy person from someone on the outside. I will say my mom was very honest, like probably to a fault. My mom was very open with me, so I knew a lot of this stuff already going in. She often said things that, like, and maybe even things that I wouldn't say to my daughter, maybe because I'm a little more filtered, but my mom was very honest and open, and, you know, so of course I know my mom was telling the truth when she knew who my dad was and told my grandmother, my dad's mom, you know, like, I know she wasn't lying, but I can see where someone would see her as a not credible source, if you will. So, wow. So it was an amazing breakfast, and my dad, we took some pictures, and my dad's like, just text them to me, and I do have my father's phone number, but I was afraid to call him and give him my number just because of some of the things he struggles with. And so I had him walk me out to my car today because I wanted to talk to him. I didn't want to embarrass him in front of everybody. But I asked him if he could just make sure that he's in a clear state of mind when he calls me. And he said that now he has a reason to change his life. And I just said, you have to do it for yourself. Like, I told him, if you want to change, you can't do it for me. You have to do it for you, and it's going to be hard, and you're going to get sick, and you're going to have to really change your life. And I was maybe a little too honest with him about that. But then I also said, like, it's been hard for me. I've been the dork that doesn't, you know, do whatever cool thing, you know, like if there's drugs or alcohol or, you know, a party. I mean, I can't say I'm perfect. I drink alcohol, yes. But I've also made an effort, like, not to keep that stuff around the house and not to have it unless, you know, I'm in the company of other people, or, you know, and I haven't done drugs, and I haven't, you know, done any of that. And I know what it's like to be the not cool person. And I also know that certain groups of people tend to do that more than others. Like, when I'm with certain groups of people, you know, it's more tempting. So to ask someone to give up all their friends, give up their habits, you know, that's just a lot, and I'm not ready to be that person. If he feels like he wants to do that, and if I'm an inspiration for that, I'm okay with that. But I'm not ready to be responsible for that. So he got choked up, and I feel really terrible. I hope I wasn't too hard on him, but he was like, okay, it's time for you to go. Oh, which, I don't know. I told him, you know, there's more to this life, and it's so much easier when you can control that part of you. It's just so much easier. So, and then I told him that he has 2 beautiful grandbabies that would love to meet him, and there is a lot to look forward to in this life, and his mom is still just as lively as ever, and my grandma, who is just the cutest lady you've ever seen in your whole life, oh my goodness, and so sweet and so easy to talk to, and just I feel so blessed to have this family, and my dad too. I mean, he's just such a sweetheart. I see what people are saying when they say he just has such a big heart. I just love hearing his stories, and I love like looking in his eyes and like seeing myself in those. I'm gonna not cry because I'm driving, but whew, almost did. He's just such a cool guy, and I'm really, really, really thankful that God led us back together again. And I told him I was so thankful to him that he wanted to have a relationship with me, because he could have decided to put it all in the past, and I was ready to accept that. And so to have him open himself up to me was it really meant a lot to me, and I just reminded him of that. So, and my grandma invited me over to her house, and I don't know, it's really neat. This is a really cool thing that's happening, and I know God's opening a door, and I'm glad I went through it, and I'm really happy about what's come out, and what everything, the good and the bad. It's amazing. God just works in such awesome ways. I'm just so thankful. So, thanks you guys for joining me on this journey, and I'll try to post updates here and there. They might not be as exciting as they were in the beginning of this series, but thanks you guys